Looking for the best real estate agent? Sorry to disappoint. Hi, I'm Lydia Rowe, a realtor here in my hometown of Tipp City, Ohio, and on this channel we talk about all things living in the Miami Valley of Ohio. Today, I actually want to reveal 5 reasons why I might not be your top choice as an agent. That's right, I'm about to tell you why you should not hire me as your realtor. Now, I know it sounds counterintuitive, but stick with me because finding the right real estate agent is super important, and I really only want your business if I'm the best fit. So in the off chance I don't scare you away today and you end up watching to the end, who knows, maybe we should talk. First reason you should steer clear. I ask questions. I'll be the first to admit it, I ask a lot of questions. I want to get inside your head and understand what's most important to you. As a strategist, I evaluate every transaction with fresh eyes and look at all the different angles before giving advice to my clients. I'm a researcher, and I believe it's essential to do your research before making any decisions. Some people think a realtor should tell them exactly how much to list for or how much to put an offer in for, and some agents will do this for you. I almost always have an opinion, and it is an informed opinion based on experience that I'm happy to share with you. But there are way too many factors involved in every transaction for me to make a decision for you. So much is dependent on you as an individual. If you're selling, what are your goals? If you had to prioritize selling quickly or selling for the most money, which would you choose? Do you have money and time to put into the home to market it in top condition? Or are you hoping to sell it as is? How emotionally attached are you? If you're buying, do you want a deal or do you actually want the house? Ideally, we get both, but if you had to choose, which is most important? Can you walk away from this? Are there other properties on the market you like if you don't get this one? Is this house next to a friend or close to family or work, or what other factors are going into this? If you are an investor, what formula are you using, and are you a stickler for it or are you flexible? If I've learned anything during my time as an agent, it's that real estate transactions are not cut and dry and none of them are cookie cutter. The absolute best way I can help you is to get to know your goals. I'll lay out for you the options and advice to the best of my ability, but ultimately, these decisions are up to you. So if you're the type of person who doesn't like to answer questions or wants to hold back useful information or your true intentions, then you probably shouldn't hire me as your realtor. On a side note, you should know that if you do hire me as your realtor, I have the fiduciary obligation to keep your confidentiality. I am required to disclose any information that you tell me or that I discover regarding certain things like material defects of a property, but things like your reasons for selling or buying, your bottom line numbers, or your intentions, your financial situation, your health, your family issues, or any other personal details that you share that might be important for me to know in order to represent you well, you can be assured that they will be held in confidence. Second reason not to hire me. I believe in win-win transactions. I'm not your typical realtor who's all about the sale. I'm not interested in cheating anyone to get the deal. Instead, I strive for fairness and honesty in all of my dealings. My character and integrity are a priority, and I'm willing to lose business if it would mean compromising those things. That also means I'll present you with every option and will not seek to influence your decision based on what I might profit from it. Listen, I've talked clients out of selling before because it was in their best interest to stay in their home for a few years while they rebuilt credit. I've presented buyers with properties I've found that don't offer any commission to me, like for sale by owner or auction, simply because I want what is best for them, even if it's at my own personal expense. I expect my clients to be 100% honest with me, and I'll be 100% honest with them. By working together, we can create a win-win outcome for everyone involved. So if you're looking for a realtor who will help you get away with something shady, I'm not your girl. Third reason you may not want me as your realtor is this. I am a researcher extraordinaire. When it comes to real estate, I believe that knowledge is power. That's why I'm thorough. If you want to cut corners and make hasty decisions, we might not be a good fit. Some things that can be helpful to research: property taxes, tax proration in the county you're selling or buying in, required city and county inspections, how old is the roof, the HVAC, the plumbing, the electric, what's the current market like, what's the comps, and what's the current competition? Are we looking at multiple offer situation? What about disclosures? Although I will help research whatever I can for you, I need to be clear about something. It is your responsibility to do your own research, and particularly with regard to things like crime, neighborhood safety, school quality, and other factors that might impact your decision to buy or sell, like zoning and allowable use. I can provide resources to help you find the info that you're looking for, but I can't give my opinion or advice on some of these matters due to fair housing laws and our Realtor's Code of Ethics. And the contract that you sign will clearly state that you are the one responsible for acquiring the information that you want. I'm not a mind reader, and not everyone knows or needs to know or wants to know the same things. So the more upfront you are in telling me exactly what your goals are, the more I can help let you know what questions to ask, what research to do, and where to find the info that you need. Now, I also want to mention that just because I am thorough doesn't mean that I'm slow. I've met a client, shown a house, and had them in contract with multiple offers all in one day. And efficiency is actually super important, especially if you're in a seller's market. The fourth reason you might want to run, I expect good communication. I'm all about it. We can't work together if we don't communicate effectively. I can tailor my communication style to fit your needs, whether it's a phone call, a text, email, or in-person meeting. The last thing I want to do is annoy you. However, if you don't respond to my communications in a timely manner, it only serves to hurt you and frustrate me. Real estate transactions can take a long time, whether it takes a while to narrow down what you're really looking for, or whether it takes longer than expected to get your house ready to sell. Keeping me informed during the process is essential so I can help you and so that I can prep for the next steps along the way. Poor communication has broken many deals, and I don't want that to happen to us. Now, I'm not available 24/7, and I would never expect you to be either. We both have lives outside of this transaction, right? But if you are someone who struggles to return phone calls, texts, or emails, or if you're not willing to be upfront and honest, we may end up frustrating each other. I hate nagging, but I am very persistent. I have found that many realtors are not great communicators. Many don't return calls, texts, or emails in a timely manner, and some not at all. Some say that they're going to get you information that they never do. I have had to hound realtors on the other side of a deal to get the necessary paperwork finished and or the information needed for my clients to make good decisions. I don't want to have to track down info from you, my client, but I have no problem tracking down info for you. It may be annoying, but it's part of my job. I will annoy others for you if I have to. Side note, when you're considering who you hire as a realtor, a very real aspect to consider is peer relationships, meaning are they good with other realtors? Even though I'm joking about annoying another realtor to get you info, I do strive to keep excellent relationships with other realtors, and I found that most transactions are really quite pleasant and sometimes super fun. You'd be surprised how much these relationships can help or hurt clients, and my goal is always to leave a good impression and to be easy to work with when possible. Fifth reason we may not be good for each other. I'm a negotiation ninja. Many people, including some realtors, have the wrong impression that being a good negotiator means you never compromise. This couldn't be farther from the truth. Negotiation skills are critical when it comes to real estate. And in order to negotiate, you have to be flexible and willing to compromise without being a pushover or letting someone walk all over you. I know how to keep a level head in some of the most emotionally charged situations, and I try to help my clients do the same. Staying flexible and being willing to give and take can save a deal. When it comes to negotiating price or negotiating after inspections, emotions can easily get in the way, but I'm able to empathize with the emotions while looking at the deal from a logical standpoint. I know how to handle hard situations and can help my clients make informed decisions that can lead to win-win outcomes or know when it's time to walk away. For example, is $2,000 in short proration method worth losing the deal over? Or does the fact that a buyer is asking you to fix a $200 plumbing issue mean they must come from the depths of Mordor? If you want someone who is so set in their opinions that they're willing to lose deals in order to be right, or if you want someone who's going to walk away from a great deal because of a temper tantrum, you'll have to look for someone else. I thrive on helping my clients weigh the pros and cons when issues come up and help come up with fair solutions. Now, if you aren't scared off yet and you're still watching, then maybe you should hire me. After all, there's a reason I bring all these things up. I ask a lot of questions because I want to understand your unique situation. I believe in win-win transactions because fairness and honesty are essential to me. I thoroughly research because the best decisions are made when you have all the relevant details to consider first. I expect good communication because it's essential for success. And I negotiate because even the best deals have many an opportunity to fall apart. If that all sounds like what you're looking for, then let's chat soon. My contact info is in the description. The Dayton, Ohio area is my home turf, but I can help you in any area of Ohio or even any state through my referral network. And if you happen to be in the Tipp City or Troy area of Ohio, then you're in luck because I happen to know this area like the back of my hand. And as always, if you just want to keep watching great content about living in the Miami Valley of Ohio, make sure to hit subscribe and check out these videos next.